I'm so grateful to have a close relationship with my grandparents. I'm the first grandchild, 2 years older than my cousin Finn, who doesn't live nearby, and 8 years older than my sister Marley. So for my early years, I absolutely cherish my grandparents' undivided attention. My grandparents live at the Bees Hive. People call us the Bees because of our surname, but the letters on the sign were too close together and I used to wind my grandma up by calling it Thebshire. It's always been a busy house. Sunday roasts, treasure hunts and late night games of Ludo, hoping for a lucky six. I pick the red counters and call them the sunburnt nuns. My granddad and I picturing them on a trip to the beach without their habits. It was from my grandparents that 2 of my hobbies emerged. My love of baking comes from my grandma. After nursery we go to Elizabeth's bakery where she took my dad and uncle. I choose marshmallow cones or traffic light biscuits with 3 different flavours of jam. Fast forward to visits in my teens and Elizabeth smelt exactly the same, taking me back to being small. Meanwhile, I graduated from Betty Crocker, so I baked cheese scones and rock cakes with my grandma, eating them warm from the oven. My granddad nurtured my passion for reading. He wrote me stories and every trip to Waterstones resulted in new books for the both of us. This book buying tradition is still ongoing, and I find being surrounded by books comforting, so it's no surprise I love looking through my granddad's collection, often adding to my list of to be read. When I was 6, I wrote them both into performing in their school production of Oliver. I don't know why the idea popped into my head, I just remember thinking it would be fun. From then on, their involvement in my school became more than they'd ever anticipated. They continued to act in our school plays, my grandma listened to readers and my granddad became the chair of governors. Suddenly, I was sharing them with lots more children. I'm used to seeing my grandparents at least once a week, so coming to uni was hard. I'm not within walking distance anymore and life often gets in the way of coming home. But when you miss people, you attach meaning to the simplest things. To me, a shortbread finger is a granddad special. My bunting reminds me that without my grandma's patience, it wouldn't be pinned to my wall. The simple things make the distance between us a lot smaller. So whilst I've left the hive, I haven't left the bees behind.